Alright guys, so I decided to just do the house that same day. So I'm pretty much done in my opinion. Not really, but I'm done with the framing and adding the walls. I did get some sand plywood which cost $22, and I didn't notice, but they actually gave me a pack. They only charged me for 2 pieces of plywood, which I got 3. So if I would have got 3, it would have been like $70. So I ended up paying like $53 with the nails. So I left some here in the end, that way it could just drip and it wouldn't fall directly here, directly here on top, so it's just gonna fall down. I mean, it's not perfect, but I know that I could add trimming here, that way it'll make this right here look nice, so I could do that. Same thing with the front. I'll do that there, and I could do that as well right here and on the edges. So I'll figure something out that way. It'll look more clean on these sides. Like I told you guys, I did this basically a do-it-yourself for the first timer. Here again, I'll add something like the thing they use on baseboards and on those walls. I'm gonna add that there. This was the cheapest plywood they had. They had a better, nicer one, but for now this would do. I will add some like prime coat and then paint it. I'm not sure what color I'm going to paint it. Also, I need to add shingles. I work in construction, so hopefully I find some shingles that work, but if not, I'll just buy some. I think the pack of shingles was $33, so that would be fine. A bag will be enough for this little roof right here. But pretty much I'm done. It took me 3 pieces, but in reality I should have used 4. But I made it work with 3. I wasn't gonna go back to the store. It's basically taking me like 8 hours just to do it, to frame this out and everything, and I'm not even done. Look how dirty it is, because it is muddy and it got wet. So I basically made the front wall with these 2 pieces. Alright guys, so on the last clip, the camera actually died. That was on Monday. Now it's Saturday, the week is over, and I am free on Saturday, and I just went to the store to buy the things that I'm gonna do to finish off this house. So I bought these trimmings for the side of the house, the corner house. I bought some Gorilla Glue, which I'm going to use because I'm not going to staple this. And of course I got the painting thing so that we can paint the outside of the house. For now I'm gonna use just prime, and of course roofing nails, and then here I got some shingles for the top of the roof. So I'm not gonna record myself doing everything, so I'm gonna just do parts by parts. So I hope everything turns out good, so we'll see how the house turns out to be. Thanks. Alright, what's up guys? So I finally just finished doing the doghouse. I actually finished like 10-15 minutes ago, but I just took a little bit longer because I had to clean the kennel and clean around the kennel because it's dirty and it stinks. But let me show you guys real quick the doghouse. Alright, so my phone's about to die again, so it cuts off. I'll continue recording, but here is the doghouse that I just finished. As you guys seen, let's start off with the roof. I put shingles on the roof. Cost me about $30 just to put the shingles. If you guys can see the straight line, that's because I do not know how to put roof, but then I figured out that it has to be overlapped like that. So I was gonna take these off, but then I was like, you know what, I don't want to spend my whole Saturday building a doghouse, so I'll just leave it like it is. But the roof looks good. I didn't put paper on top since it's just a doghouse. You know, it's not an official house. They usually put paper, then they put the shingles, and that's how they do the roofing on houses. I did the prime. I didn't put no color. This is just prime. I mean, it is color, but it's not like paint. It's just primer. So that's what I just kept, since it's a beautiful color. I'll just keep it as is. And I got the paint for free from my stepdad. Then I got these little trim on the corner, outside trim, because it looked ugly. Now it looks a little bit better. I got those for the doghouse because you could see a gap, so this was covered. Since it wasn't straight, I tried to use Gorilla Glue and it didn't work for me, so I ended up actually needing to use some screws. So that's what I did. So let me back up a little bit so you guys can see how the house turned out to be. Here's a kennel, just washed it. It's rainy season, so it gets dirty inside and stinky. Alright guys, so finally I finished with the doghouse built. There's just a couple of things that that I have to do, but I'll tell you guys a little bit soon. I finished a couple minutes ago, but I had to actually clean the kennel since it is rainy season over here in California. It gets really muddy and messy and smelly, so you know I had to clean everything with dish soap and with Clorox. And yeah, so it's clean. The dogs are actually in the front yard right now because the doghouse was actually still wet. It is still semi-wet, but it has dried up a lot, so they should be coming in within a couple minutes. But let me show you guys the doghouse, everything I did and how much it cost me and what type of material I used. So let's start. Forgot to pause. So a quick overview of the little kennel setup that I have right now temporarily. The location where it's going to be is going to be over there, but it is rainy season and I'm tight on budget, so that's probably gonna have to wait until next year, probably on spring, so we could lay a cement foundation, concrete foundation, and place the kennel on top. But for now they are here since there is of course cement. DIY canopy, since the canopy for the kennel it is expensive right now. This works good. So as you guys can see, there is puddles of water with soap. That's because I cleaned, like I told you guys, cleaned the house, cleaned the kennel. Dogs are outside. So this is how the house turned out to be. It's a large dog house, so I saved myself a lot of money building it myself. It was time consuming, but it's worth it. I like it. Makes me feel proud of my work, what I've done. Like I told you guys that I was trying to replicate this, and yeah, this is smaller and costs way more money than how much it cost me to do this. So let's start off with the roofing. The roofing here, I just use shingles. When they put shingles on houses, they do put like a black type of paper and then place the shingles on top, make it really waterproof. But being a dog house and it's not going to be in really harsh conditions, it should be okay. Also, shingles should be fine, and I don't know how long this dog house is going to last me, but as long as it lasts me 5 years, it should be fine. I'm pretty sure the roof, the shingles could handle all the weather that will come. So yeah, so let's start off the process with this. So the bag of shingles cost me $30. It was 28 with something cents plus tax on, let's say it was like $30. At the beginning, I'm not a professional. I do not work laying down roofing material, shingles, so I was doing it like this. You see how the lines are straight. Then I started to look at my neighbor's roofs, my roof, and I noticed the proper way where it has to be. It actually has to overlay like this in the middle, as you guys can see. One line here, one line there, one line there, one line there, one line there. And I was going to redo everything, but I was like, you know what, I don't want to take that much time building the doghouse, and it's fine, it's just a doghouse. So I left this how it is. So it's 1, 2, 3 layers of shingles that are just straight lines like that, and then the other ones are just overlaid one with another. It was a really fun project, I must say. Doing all this is really fun, and like I told you guys, I'm proud of what I did. So yeah, everything looks wonderful. And then so in my previous video, or the video that I was recording for this one, it caught off. So what I did, I bought 3 sheets of plywood, which cost me $50, when in reality it should have cost me about $70 for 3 sheets of plywood. But I noticed that the ladies at Home Depot only charged me for 2 sheets of plywood. In reality, I would have needed 4 because I did a little, how we say at work, a little Mickey Mouse thing on the front. In reality, I needed 4 sheets, not 3, but I made it work. I'm not a professional, but being a first time doing a doghouse, I think it came out good. Just the corners, they weren't doing good, so I bought this type of what are these, what could we call these, framings, or I don't know, moldings. Since it's not straight and perfect, I had to buy this to cover the gaps, but also I try to use Gorilla Glue because I didn't want to put screws, but the Gorilla Glue didn't work since it's not straight. To be honest, it's not straight, but it doesn't look like it, like if it's not straight, but it's not straight. So the glue, this thing will not hold it down. So what I had to do is actually put screws on them. I put screws 1, 2, and 3, and I'll just leave it white. I don't think I'll paint over it. If anything, I'll paint the screws. That way it'll look a little bit better. And for the paint, guys, I went with primer since my stepdad, he did a side job with his brother, and his brother gave him a brand new bucket of primer, and that's what I use. Also, it's a nice color, and primer is really good. It's for any type of weather conditions. It'll be fine. It's not going to get messed up like regular paint would. That's why they use primer for paints. So I'm not a painter, but that's what I know to my knowledge. And then I did use some nails. They are sticking down, so we'll be careful and monitor the kids when they're outside playing. I know the dogs won't get hurt by them since the dogs are not that tall. There's a pretty large, tall, wide, long doghouse. So everything's looking good. Everything looks good. I like how everything came out to be. Like, again, here's another side view of the doghouse. Let me step back a little bit more. How everything looks right there with the roofing. There's a little grate, so if anything, water was ever to fall down, it would just come down. So it's a first time project and it looks good. Right here, I didn't put screws on this one, on this trim here, because I did use Gorilla Glue, as you guys can see it here, and so far it worked. I don't want to paint it anymore, so I'm gonna just leave it how this is. The good thing is when I place the house back together, it hold this down, so it was able to actually stick. Now let's go inside the kennel. It is clean. It is wet, but it is clean, and it smells better than how it was smelling in the morning. So for now, the kennel is going to stay this size. Probably in the future, we're thinking of extending the kennel a little bit more, 5 feet more, so be 10 by 10, not 10 by 5, but for now it will do. It's really easy to clean, having a kennel, monitoring your dogs. Right now they're outside. Of course, we take them out. We take them out when we're outside because they're still puppies, and to be honest, they'll grab whatever's outside and they'll mess with it. Clothes, whatever they'll find outside, they'll mess with it. So they only come out when we're outside with them and interact and socialize with them. Like right now, they're in the front yard. Earlier, they were playing with our children and with the neighbor's dogs. Of course, the neighbor's dog was outside the gate, but they were just barking and chasing one another, and that's where the dogs are today. You know what? I have my what's that word I'm looking for? I have my dryer on, so let me pause the dryer because I don't want that noise. It's just really annoying recording over that noise, so let me stop it for a minute. All right, so just pause the dryer. So this is the front view of the doghouse, and I wish in reality the kennel was in here so I could actually do a a whole 360 view of the doghouse. But in person, guys, it looks really good, and like I said, I'm really proud of myself being a first time doing a doghouse. Looks wonderful. Just one thing we are going to do is right here, we're going to put twins kennels in white letters since the trimming is white. So we're gonna put twin kennels right here, and then we're gonna do a logo, and that's how it's going to be. We were thinking of putting Bella and Rex, so we'll see what we decide, either Bella or Rex or twins kennels. That's what we were going to do on white letters here. My wife was thinking of putting another trim right here, another molding, but I told her might as well just paint it, let's keep everything in a budget. So we're going to paint this, and we'll probably frame this out and paint it, but we'll see what happens there. One thing I like about this kennel is that you could remove the doors like this one. You could remove it and make an outside doghouse, and that's what we did right now. So this is a whole view of our little DIY canopy that we did. I know it's not beautiful, it's not nice, but it works right now until, like I said, next year when we do a little bit something more legit for the dogs. But I think we've done a lot for it. We probably did this within a couple weeks, not even a month. We did the kennel, the canopy, and the doghouse. And let's go inside the doghouse. It's really dirty, guys. So they had 2 dog beds, and we have 3 dogs. They decided to rip and destroy the doghouse, which was like doghouse, my bad, a dog bed, which was a $50 bed according to my mom, her dog bed, and then this one is my dog's bed, and they completely messed everything up. So right now we just gave them our old cover sheets, bed covers, and they're really dirty. So I'm thinking of getting new dog beds, and probably tomorrow go and clean the bed covers for them. And this is how it looks on the inside the doghouse. A couple nails, I don't think that will bother dogs since the dogs are not that tall, and I'm pretty sure they probably don't even jump into this house. But I was thinking of folding them, so that is something I might do. But this is how the space of this doghouse, it is big. So yeah, anyhow, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Me personally, I enjoyed building the doghouse, building the kennels, just building this little DIY setup. So let's go an overview of everything that we have here. Again, so this is the outside with the DIY canopy. So it's actually 2 canopies just to make sure nothing falls inside the kennels. So this is the side of it, and excuse me again if it's messy and dirty. So this is how it looks, really ghetto. Pretty large kennel in my opinion. And let's go to the other side. And then of course I left some hanging down, so it will not fall directly there. It will just come down and boom, fall. And then I'll put those trimmings because there was a gap, and that way it would also help it from water or cold air coming in. So I still have a lot of things outside. I'm still throwing some stuff that I need to get rid of, but this is how it looks. Now let's go inside the kennel. The dogs, I just gave them their food, one for each dog, their water. Have the water source here, that way I give them water, and whenever I need to clean the floor, I do that. We cleaned it with dish soap and Clorox, that's what we use. And this is how the doghouse looks. So yeah, anyhow, thank you guys for watching, guys. If you guys are thinking of doing something like this, I highly recommend it. You'll save yourself a lot of money, and it's also a fun project. Let's go an overview of what I paid. Shingles, $30. Plywood, $50. That's $80. The studs cost me $30 more. That's $110. And then the brushes for the paint cost me $10. So what was it? 80 plus 30, 120. That's $130. And the screws and nails, $130. Let's say another $10. It's $140. And then these cost me $3. Let's just say 10 for 2 sticks. So it's $150 that it cost me to build this doghouse, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna bring the dogs inside, and I'll show you guys a quick clip of me bringing the dogs inside, or just them here and there. Come on, inside. Come on. Come on, Luna. Luna. Come on. Good girl. Yeah, it's like your doghouse. All right, guys. So this is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for taking your time. I hope you guys have a great day. Till later. I'm out. Peace.